Hey Dodgers fans, welcome back. Today we've got an in-depth look at the latest moves and the potential shakeups for the Los Angeles Dodgers as they head into the 2026 season. There's a lot to unpack, especially when it comes to the outfield situation, which has been a topic of conversation ever since the season ended. On the surface, it seems like the Dodgers are in a strong position heading into next year, with a roster that is stacked and a pitching staff that is among the best in the league. However, when you start digging into the outfield, there's a clear area that could use some attention. The team has options, but there's also some uncertainty surrounding a few key players who could dramatically impact the way the outfield is constructed. One of the names that has popped up in trade discussions is Teoscar Hernandez. Hernandez joined the Dodgers for the 2025 season and quickly became an integral part of the lineup. His bat brought some much-needed power, and he contributed in ways that helped the team capture the first of what would become consecutive championships. Fans remember the moments when he delivered big hits, swung for extra bases, and added balance to a lineup that heavily leaned left-handed. After his performance in that championship season, the Dodgers made a significant commitment to him, signing him to a multi-year deal that would keep him in Los Angeles through the next few seasons. The contract included a hefty signing bonus and deferred salary, creating a structure that reflected both his value to the team and the long-term plans for the outfield. Despite the solid contribution Hernandez made in his first year, there are questions that have arisen as the Dodgers look toward the 2026 season. Reports have indicated that the Dodgers might explore trade possibilities involving Hernandez, a scenario that has fans talking and analysts speculating. While Hernandez expressed a clear preference to stay in Los Angeles when he re-signed, the combination of age, performance regression, and defensive struggles has made the Dodgers evaluate all their options. He has been versatile in the outfield, playing both right and left, but inconsistencies at the plate and in the field have prompted discussions about whether restructuring the outfield could benefit the team in the long run. On the field, Hernandez showed flashes of brilliance, but the overall season left room for concern. The Dodgers, being a team that constantly seeks to improve and remain competitive at the highest level, are known for making strategic moves to maintain their edge. This means that even players who have been vital in past successes are not exempt from evaluation. Trading a player like Hernandez is not just about performance. It is also about roster flexibility, financial considerations, and the opportunity to bring in players who can address other needs, particularly in the outfield. Speaking of outfield needs, the Dodgers management has openly acknowledged that improving this area is a priority. While Michael Conforto's stint in left field last season did not meet expectations, the organization has options with players like Andy Pages and Hernandez who provide versatility. This opens the door for creative solutions, whether it's acquiring a new outfielder, shifting existing players, or exploring trades that might bring in a younger, more defensively solid player. The goal is clear: keep the Dodgers at the top of the league while balancing the lineup and ensuring depth across all positions. Looking at the bigger picture, the Dodgers front office has a track record of making calculated decisions to sustain their winning culture. Andrew Friedman, the president of baseball operations, has repeatedly highlighted the importance of evaluating the roster and making moves that position the team for both immediate success and long-term stability. It's not just about filling gaps. It's about constructing a roster that can handle the grind of a full season, the intensity of the playoffs, and the challenge of pursuing another World Series championship. There's also the element of power balance in the lineup. Hernandez, as a right-handed hitter with power, complements a roster that has historically leaned toward left-handed bats. Trading him could mean losing some of that balance, which is why any decision regarding his future must weigh the offensive impact along with defensive and roster considerations. The Dodgers have to assess whether potential acquisitions or internal moves can replicate or exceed the value Hernandez provides in the lineup, both in terms of run production and overall team chemistry. Beyond the immediate roster moves, the Dodgers' off-season conversations have been influenced by the recent induction of Jeff Kent into the National Baseball Hall of Fame. Kent, who finished his career with the Dodgers, was celebrated for his contributions both on and off the field. His journey and recognition serve as a reminder of the legacy and standards that Los Angeles expects from its players. For current Dodgers, Kent's induction is a benchmark of excellence, highlighting the commitment, consistency, and impact a player can have over a career. It also casts a lens on decisions like those involving Hernandez, where the team must consider both performance and the potential to create lasting contributions to the franchise's legacy. Defensively, the Dodgers' outfield has been a subject of scrutiny, particularly in right field where Hernandez prefers to play. While he brings power to the lineup, defensive metrics have suggested areas for improvement. MLB has seen a scarcity of productive, right-handed hitting outfielders in recent years, making someone like Hernandez valuable. However, the Dodgers must balance this scarcity with the desire to optimize overall team defense and create a roster capable of sustaining peak performance through the regular season and the postseason. Analysts have noted that the number of productive right-handed outfielders has dwindled compared to historical standards, highlighting how rare a player like Hernandez is in the current landscape. This rarity increases both his value and the complexity of any potential trade discussions. Dodgers fans know that every move has ripple effects, and evaluating trades involves understanding both immediate performance and long-term strategic impact. The front office's challenge is to navigate these decisions while keeping the team competitive, cohesive, and capable of chasing yet another championship. As the winter meetings and off-season planning continue, the Dodgers' outfield will remain a focal point. Conversations about roster construction, potential trades, and player performance will dominate headlines and discussions among fans and analysts alike. With the team's eyes set on repeating as champions, every decision carries weight, and each move must be calculated to enhance the team's chances of sustaining excellence. Hernandez's future, while uncertain, represents one of the key decision points that will shape the Dodgers' trajectory in the years to come. Meanwhile, fans can also revisit the highlights of the 2025 World Series, reliving the pivotal moments that defined the team's championship run. Watching those games again serves as both inspiration and a reminder of what is at stake in future seasons. The Dodgers' commitment to excellence, the strategic thinking of the front office, and the performance of key players like Hernandez will all come under the microscope as the team looks to strengthen its roster and continue its winning tradition. As we move further into the offseason, Dodgers fans are keeping a close eye on how the team will address the outfield and roster construction. There's a sense of anticipation in the air because, while Los Angeles boasts one of the deepest and most talented lineups in Major League Baseball, the moves the team makes now could define their chances for another championship run. Teoscar Hernandez, with his combination of experience, power, and versatility, sits at the center of these conversations. The decisions surrounding him are not simple, as they involve weighing his contributions against potential opportunities to bring in younger talent or reshape the team's defensive alignment. Hernandez's value extends beyond statistics. He is a player who can influence the clubhouse, provide leadership, and serve as a steadying presence during critical games. The Dodgers have always been a team that blends star power with strategic acquisitions. Over the years, they have demonstrated a willingness to make bold moves that reflect a long-term vision. The idea of Hernandez being traded might sound shocking to some fans, but in the context of the organization's history, it fits a pattern of careful roster management. Every decision is measured, and even moves involving high-profile players are considered through the lens of overall team balance. If Hernandez were to move, the Dodgers would likely explore options that address multiple needs at once, whether that means adding a defensively skilled outfielder, acquiring a complementary bat, or creating more flexibility in the payroll to pursue additional pieces that enhance championship potential. Looking at the team dynamics, Hernandez's role last season showcased both his strengths and areas for improvement. Offensively, he was a key source of power, driving in runs, and creating scoring opportunities in clutch situations. Defensively, however, there were moments where his performance lagged behind expectations. The combination of age, defensive metrics, and performance trends has led the front office to consider all possibilities, including scenarios where the outfield is reconfigured. In baseball, even small adjustments can have ripple effects across the lineup, influencing pitching strategies, run production, and overall team chemistry. The Dodgers understand this better than most, and their meticulous approach ensures that every move is designed to maximize the team's potential. Fans will also recall the importance of versatility within the roster. Players like Andy Pages have demonstrated the ability to adapt to multiple positions, giving the Dodgers flexibility in managing injuries, matchups, and strategic shifts during the season. Hernandez adds another layer of versatility, but the front office is evaluating how different combinations of players could optimize both offense and defense. The objective is not just to maintain a strong roster, but to create a configuration that gives the team the best chance to compete against elite opponents and navigate the challenges of a long season, where consistency and depth are critical. As discussions about Hernandez's future continue, there's also the broader context of the Dodgers' championship aspirations. The 2025 World Series highlighted the team's ability to perform under pressure, with key moments that defined the outcome of games and ultimately the series. Reliving those games reminds fans of the resilience, focus, and execution required at the highest level. Every player's role, from the star pitchers to the everyday lineup contributors, mattered in those moments, and Hernandez was no exception. His ability to deliver in high-pressure situations adds weight to any decision about his future, as the Dodgers weigh immediate performance against long-term planning. Financial considerations also play a role in the equation. Hernandez's multi-year contract represents a significant investment, reflecting both his past contributions and expected future value. However, contracts in baseball are not just about rewarding past performance. They're also about managing risk, creating flexibility, and positioning the team to acquire players who fit specific strategic needs. The Dodgers' front office approaches these decisions with a combination of analytics, scouting insight, and an understanding of the clubhouse dynamic. Trading or retaining a player like Hernandez is never taken lightly. Every option is scrutinized to ensure alignment with the team's overarching goals. Another factor influencing off-season planning is the rarity of productive right-handed hitters in the outfield. Statistics show that the league has a limited number of players who can consistently hit from the right side while providing defensive stability. Hernandez falls into this category, making him both valuable and somewhat challenging to replace. The front office must consider whether potential trade targets or internal options can deliver comparable production and defensive reliability. Balancing these factors is a delicate process, and it underscores why every roster decision the Dodgers make receives intense scrutiny from analysts, fans, and the organization itself. But before we move forward, don't forget to join our channel and give this video a like. Your support helps us keep delivering the latest news about the Los Angeles Dodgers. We'd love to hear your thoughts on the news, so drop a comment below. The baseball world is buzzing with whispers that have quickly turned into a full-blown frenzy. Juan Soto, the prodigious slugger known for his jaw-dropping plate discipline and power, is reportedly set to leave the New York Yankees in a move that could shake the sport to its core. Sources close to the matter suggest that Soto has agreed to a 4-year deal with the Los Angeles Dodgers, sparking debates, speculation, and outright astonishment across baseball circles. While the Yankees roster has been seen as formidable, whispers around the league suggest that Soto's time in New York may have been marked by tension and a desire for a fresh start, a narrative that has only fueled the fire of this rumored blockbuster move. Fans of the Dodgers are reportedly ecstatic, already imagining the possibilities of a lineup bolstered by one of the game's most feared hitters. Soto's ability to dominate pitchers with both patience and raw power has made him one of the most sought-after talents in recent years, and the mere prospect of him patrolling the Dodgers' outfield has sent the rumor mill into overdrive. Meanwhile, Yankee supporters are left grappling with the possibility of losing a cornerstone player whose presence at the plate has been both a spectacle and a strategic weapon. Social media has erupted with hot takes, memes, and heated debates over what this potential signing could mean for the balance of power in Major League Baseball. Insiders are already speculating about how Soto will fit into the Dodgers' already star-studded lineup, and whether his presence will finally tip the scales in postseason contention. While no official announcement has been made, the chatter is impossible to ignore. Whispers of contract terms, locker room dynamics, and future trades swirl like a storm over the league. Analysts are already projecting how pitchers will adjust, how lineups might shift, and how the shadow of this rumored acquisition could loom over the next seasons. Whether this deal comes to fruition or remains a tantalizing what-if, one thing is clear. Juan Soto's potential move to Los Angeles is a story that has electrified fans, rattled rivals, and sent the entire baseball world into a state of eager anticipation. The Dodgers, already known for bold maneuvers in pursuit of championships, could be on the verge of pulling off a coup that redefines the landscape of the league. And for now, the baseball universe watches and waits, with bated breath, for what could be one of the most talked about chapters in recent memory. That's all for this update. If you enjoyed the video and want to stay up to date with exclusive news about the Los Angeles Dodgers, be sure to subscribe to our channel and hit that like button. We always appreciate your comments and feedback. See you in the next video.